To begin their second semester, the students were now faced with a new challenge: to organize their very own mission trip. You see, in Chattanooga in Europe, those were just training grounds to help them get introduced to the mission, but it was there that they learned how a mission trip functions. Anything from registration to driving to logistics to food, everything that goes into a mission trip they were learning, and now was their time to organize their very own mission trip. The goal? To distribute 30,000 great controversies in 1 week in the city of Grand Rapids with about 80 volunteers. We collaborated with the churches of Lowell, Central, Wyoming, and Kentwood, and Roger Heights, who hosted the event, to make this happen. And the purpose was, this was in the very beginning of the second semester, because it was going to be through this event they would get hundreds of Bible study leads to catapult us into all of the follow-up that needs to take place during the second semester to lead souls to the evangelistic series. And so the goal was clear, the purpose was clear, but the question was, what was going to be the impact of this student-led mission trip? In just 7 days, with over 80 volunteers, the impossible happened. Over 25,000 families received the Great Controversy into their own homes, and over 280 people signed up for in-person Bible studies. You see, this was never about numbers, but as we look back and we reflect, we see that each person that signed up was someone saying, yes, I want to learn more about Jesus. Yes, I want to learn more about the three angels' messages. Every single book that went into the home was an opportunity to receive the present truth for this time. And we can't wait, because this was just the beginning. The real work was about to begin.
So being a leader of the Grand Rapids mission trip was really exciting. At first I was a little bit nervous, mainly because this is the first time I've ever done anything quite like this. And I didn't really know how everything was going to go as far as the programming, as far as trying to get the volunteers to enjoy their time, and as well making sure that each student knew their role. So at first I was pretty nervous, especially the first day, but as I was leading out and I just saw that everyone knew their places, and I was just there to do quick reminders and make sure that the program was going smoothly, I got pretty comfortable, and it was fairly easy once he just started plugging and playing and just seeing everyone thrive. So I was really proud of all the students for all the effort that they did, and everyone knew their roles, and I think they did a great job at it. You know, the mornings were a little bit stressful, making sure that everything needed to be how it needed to be. But in the afternoons, it was just normal. I was a driver for the outreach, and just really enjoying the volunteers and the time just handing out the Great Controversy.
The very day the mission trip ended, Kenwood hosted Messiah's Mansion, a life-size model of the ancient sanctuary. Thousands poured in from across the community to walk through its courts, to hear the story of salvation, and to see Christ lifted up as a true center of hope. The impact was profound. More than 250 people signed up for Bible studies, adding to the growing wave of interest that would carry the evangelism cycle forward.
And now is the time to follow up. Now is the time to labor unlike ever before, to preserve the harvest that God had gathered in.
For 3 weeks, the students worked tirelessly, knocking on doors, making phone calls, sending texts, or setting up appointments. Some of our contacts responded immediately, ready to hear the words of truth. Other contacts required more patience, more persistence, weeks and months of work before breakthroughs came.
We're just going around the community, just handing out flyers to our Revelation seminar, Keys to Revelation, not too far from the church. We've been doing this for a week. Go at it and hand out the flyers.
All right, so we're in the strategy room. We have Alyssa working on Team Up. We got their amazing whiteboard here. We got Beba pretending to work. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. She's doing some interest in taking. Ivan as well.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alyssa here. Today is October 1st, 2025, and we are exactly 2 days away from the evangelistic series beginning. It starts October 3rd, and so this week we've just been doing a lot of prep work, preparing for that. We've been doing home visits, follow-ups, continuing with our Bible studies. We're actually on our way to a Bible study right now. I'm here with Ivan, and so we're gonna go do that, and yeah, you know, the Lord has been working in such powerful ways already. We've been having so many breakthroughs just this week, and yeah, I just can't wait to see what more He's gonna do when these evangelistic series begin. So looking forward to it. Can't wait.
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling a little nervous because this week, well, tomorrow we start our Keys to Revelation series at the Wyoming Seventh-day Adventist Church in Grand Rapids. I'm super excited. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing people who've been reaching out to, who we have been calling this week, who we have invited personally this week. And one great reaction that we've had this week was this lady named Camila. We went and knocked on her door. She was like, we told her about the Keys to Revelation seminar, and she was like, sign me up right now. You know what, might as well just clear my schedule for the rest of the week. I will be there tomorrow at 7 p.m. So super excited for that. God is definitely working here, and yeah.
I can't really speak in regards to what I can expect. All I can say is, you know, I just want the Lord to lead in whatever that may look like, whether it's baptism, whether it's an acceptance of truth, whether it's true conversion. The Lord knows what to do with these contexts. And so, again, we're just praying that our hearts may be right with God, that our experience with God is true and genuine, and that, when we do these things, the Lord has to bless. He cannot withhold His blessings. So I'm excited to see, and we're still going to keep working even throughout these evangelistic series. So I'll see you guys in a bit.
I am super excited. There's a lot of people we've invited. I'm feeling like I still have a lot to do. Sian and I are last minute taking over the children's evangelistic series for Kentwood, and it's gonna be great. I'm really excited. I have the program that I'm doing already and just have to work out some minor details and such, but the Lord is working. This last week, actually, just a really quick testimony. At the very beginning of the year, when we started working, we only came and did outreach on the Fridays. I had met this lady. I had prayed with her, apparently about her sister who had just gone into the emergency room or whatever. Something was going on. I prayed with her. I was going to come back and give her a flyer. I never made it back. You know, sometimes things like that happen. And so when I think about her, I'd pray for her, but I had never made it back. So this last week, we were right in the area. I'm like, I need to stop and see this lady, and I could invite her to the evangelistic series. So we went, and I saw her, and at first she didn't recognize me, but then we got talking, and she's like, she's like, my sister, when you prayed for her, she's like, when you left, I called her again. Nothing was wrong with her. And so that was amazing for me. I got to pray with her about something else that's going on in her life, keeping her in prayers, and invited her to the series, and I have high hopes that she's going to come. So I'm really looking forward to it. And it's just amazing to see how God is continuing to work through everything.
I think it's important to note the importance of the meetings themselves. It's coming at such a good time. And the contacts that we've built over the last 7, 8, 9 weeks or longer are already grasping Bible truths. And with these meetings, they can dive deeper into spiritual truth and also prophecy so that we can understand where we are today, how soon Jesus is coming, and how we can prepare for that. And like I said, I think this is happening at such a crucial time in many of our contacts' lives. And Lord willing, this will lead to a more decided effort to choose Jesus as our Lord and Savior. And we can maybe see those decisions made at the baptismal pool. So I'm really excited and curious to see where these meetings will lead.
Hello and good morning. Today is the 2nd of October, which means tomorrow is our first day of our Revelation series. And we're excited because this is kind of what we've been working up for the whole second semester of us being up here in Grand Rapids. And so this morning we had a 3.5-hour prayer visual, which we have been doing pretty constantly. We know that prayer is the fuel to the work that we're doing. And we're just so excited to see the Lord working, not only through our, doing one-on-one Bible studies with our contacts, but also just to see them, come into the church and experience what it's like to fellowship and to learn and grow together. So just praying that our contacts will come, and we'll see how the Lord will transform their lives. And it's been a true blessing to be a part of this whole process of harvesting and tilling the ground. And, we don't know when the time is for each person, but the Lord will cause the fruit to grow in His perfect timing. So.
Hey guys, it's been a crazy week, very busy. We've invited a lot of people to the evangelistic series that's starting tonight. And Jareth and I are setting up for our kids program that we're leading out in. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and seeing all the people that come who we've invited.
All right, guys, as you can see, I'm currently in the Kentwood Church parking lot, and we are going to start the evangelistic series tonight. We're getting the church now, getting set up. We have one more hour till the evangelistic series start. And all this week, we've been getting prepared. We've been praying every morning. Today, we had a prayer vigil. We also did a foot washing and an agape feast to celebrate what the work we've been doing. And throughout this semester, we've been working the communities over and over and over again, doing these Bible studies, growing connection with the people. And today, we're going to see all the work that we put in be blessed.
Guys, I'm not prepared for it.
Daniel 2, we have a presentation.
Angel's messages. We're grateful, Lord, for each person who stepped up in our church to be table leaders, to lead out with the children.